morning, church. Today is the letter X, and X is for Xmas. But the X in Xmas is not really an X. It's actually the Greek letter chi. And so I've invited our local Greek expert, Carl Kuhn, to tell us more about how that all works. What is the deal with the X in Xmas, Carl?
Well, thank you, Coley. It's a blessing to be with you. So X is actually a chi or key, depending on how you pronounce it. And it developed in early Christian tradition that the chi could be used in place of the title for Jesus, Christos. And to help illustrate this, I prepared a document. So I'm going to try to show that now on my screen. Hopefully this works out. Showing up for you, Coley?
There it is. Yeah.
All right. So this all started with chi and rho, which are the first two Greek letters used to form the title Christos. And Christos probably sounds familiar to us. It's the same word basically as Christ, which literally means anointed one. And so as many of us know, Jesus was hailed as the Messiah, the anointed one. And so referred to Jesus Christ was very common in early Christian tradition, including in the Gospels. So Christ is not part of Jesus's name per se, it's a title. So when Greek-speaking Christians said Jesus Christos, they were saying Jesus Christ. The Hebraic form of Christos is Mashiach, which sounds like Messiah. So Messiah, Christos, same word. So chi and rho, first two letters of Christos, those were used in early Christian symbology to refer to Jesus. And so the picture I have there is a chi and a rho. The thing that looks like a P to us is actually a rho, and that's really roughly the equivalent of our English letter R. And then the chi is roughly the Greek equivalent of our English letter X, even though it has a k sound in Greek. So we would transliterate that as a CH, even though it really kind of has the place of X that X has in our alphabet. And so the chi and the rho was an ancient symbol. It actually predates Christian usage, which is interesting. It's the C and the R, or the chi and the rho, are also the first two letters of a Greek word that means good or advantageous. So sometimes it was used in other contexts to refer to things that were good or things that were important. And then early Christians took over this symbol. It's often attributed to Constantine, who had soldiers emblazon it on their shields. And then later on, Constantine attributed that their devotion to Jesus was what enabled him to defeat his enemies. So it has sort of a mixed usage in terms of Christian tradition. And some people are uncomfortable with the militaristic usage of it. But eventually then the chi itself became a shorthand abbreviation for Christ. So Xmas is really Chi-mas or Christ Mass. And so it does have in ancient symbology and Christian symbology a clear reference to Jesus.
Cool. Do you have any idea how long ago people started using Xmas for Christmas?
One date I found was 1021. We have record of a scribe using it as an abbreviation for Christmas. So I haven't dug really deep just to know, to feel super confident that that's what we know. And there could have been, obviously someone could have used it before that scribe did too. But that's the earliest recorded use of it that we apparently have. So it's been around for a long time. Yeah, it does go way back. Yeah. Now, the thing with symbols though is they're slippery, right? They mean different things to different people. And so if people today see Xmas and they're thinking it's Xmas and that it's often criticized by folks because they see it as another way in which our society tries to take Christ out of Christmas.
Yeah, that it's removing the Christ.
Right. And so if people see it that way, then that's what it means to them, right? But there's another history, another background to it. And so maybe if we want to continue to use that as an abbreviation, then maybe some additional education about how this is actually an ancient way of referring to Christmas might be helpful. Or maybe we just spell out Christmas with Christ too. So that's another option that we have.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Carl, for being with us and teaching us a little Greek today.
You're welcome. It's a blessing to be with you, Coley. Thank you.
You're welcome.